Sandy Muschenheim had pushed back her colonoscopy a few times. No symptoms, nothing seemingly wrong.
I went in for my baseline screening colonoscopy and I already had stage 3 colon cancer.
She's had 6 major surgeries and 7 years of chemotherapy treatments. She is currently disease-free.
If I hadn't had my colonoscopy, I probably would not be alive right now.
Muschenheim went on to start the Minnesota Colorectal Cancer Research Foundation with the goal of raising money and awareness to fight the disease.
We need better treatments, especially when we're getting more and more younger people being diagnosed with this disease.
The American Cancer Society recently changed its recommendation for screening from 50 years old down to 45. The reason? Colorectal cancers are increasing by 1 to 2% each year for people under 50. How do you do it? Well, there are 4 ways to screen. Fecal occult blood tests you can do at home every year. A Cologuard test, also done at home, done every 3 years. Colonoscopy at the doc's office where they can remove polyps to prevent cancer. That's done every 10 years. Or a CT colonography, done with a CT scanner every 3 to 5 years.
Symptoms of colon cancer include abdominal discomfort and bloating, changes in your stool. People can have constipation or diarrhea from it, and blood in the stool.
The bottom line here, if you think a colonoscopy is bad, Muschenheim says, try chemo.
People are not getting checked.
Most insurance will cover screenings for colon cancer, and if you don't have money for this, there's a SAGE screening program that will cover screenings for this and breast cancer, and that is through the state of Minnesota. Now, March 27th, there's a happy hour for the Minnesota Colorectal Cancer Research Foundation. It's at Tattersall Distillery, and the event is called Bottoms Up. I know, it's great, right? It's awesome. We need that. You can find more info on their website. That's it. It's about the stigma, and you got to kind of get rid of the stigma. Again, I asked Muschenheim, you know, what's the problem with colonoscopies? And she's like, look, if you think colonoscopy is bad, try chemo. And that's the thing, right? The pain of prevention is far less than the pain of what you might eventually get. So.